What's going on? George Oberdorster with RedHotNaples.com, powered by MVP Realty, and you're watching this video. You either clicked it organically or you scanned it with your mobile device on a mailer or digital marketing piece, and you want to find out who is George Oberdorster. Why should I hire him as my next listing agent? Actually, my whole mantra is I don't want to be your next agent, I want to be your last agent, and it's true. Building relationships over transactions matters to me more than you know. And giving me the opportunity to sit down with you either virtually through a Zoom or a telephone call or in person to look at your beautiful home that you potentially want to put up for sale. And of course, you want to sell fast and for top dollar. I'll give you a little bit of glimpse of who I am, what I am, and how I can help you sell your home. So one of the most important things when it comes to looking for a real estate agent is you got to find somebody hungry. You got to find somebody that's motivated and somebody that has a why. And when I say that, I have 4 whys. I have 3 children and my fiance, and this is why I do sell real estate at a high level right here in Southwest Florida. But they're my motivators and they're my accountability partners as far as selling real estate. And I take pride in everything I do, including helping sellers and buyers and investors right here in Southwest Florida. When it comes to selling a property, really buckling down when it comes to knowing the market is what I specialize and showcase when it comes to my representing sellers. Because I look at the trends multiple times a day, every single day. As the time of the recording of this video, our Southwest Florida market is on fire. And I have pretty much redirected all of my marketing into acquiring more listings. Why? Because we are in a seller's market and buyers are scrambling to buy properties right here in Southwest Florida. I handle all of Collier and Lee County. So if you're watching this video from outside of the area, I could still help you in some way, shape, or form, but you got to reach out to me directly because I can team you up with one of my referral partners or one of my extended teammates in a different county or a different state. But when it comes to Lee or Collier County, I cover it all. I've sold it in every community within Southwest Florida, within reason. When I say that, in different pockets and different zip codes, because I've had now over 200 transactions over the last 8 years, and I take pride in my numbers and I take pride in my work. But as far as marketing is concerned and the market knowledge, you're not going to find an agent that studies the market more than myself. With over 1,908 people pending transactions in Southwest Florida, that's all my MLS is tracking in the last 7 days. But realistically, it's over 2,000 or maybe even 2,200 when you take into account for sale by owners and new construction homes that are also currently selling. Because in Lee and Collier County, there's over 100 new construction communities currently building. And it's kind of crazy when you look at the numbers, but also buyers and sellers are taking advantage of this market. Now, are sellers getting more money? Yes, they are. Are sellers taking advantage of buyers' situations? In some cases. So now is the better time than ever, because if you would have reached out to me and said, George, 6 months ago, I want you to list my home, there's a very good chance that your home would have sold for $10,000, $25,000, or even $50,000 less. And when we're talking about luxury numbers, even maybe $250,000 less. But right now, this is the strongest market that I've seen in my 12 plus years total in real estate. I did mortgages, I did real estate advising before I jumped into sales, and I've been selling real estate in Southwest Florida for the last 8 years, which is very important because I've gone through the dips and the trips and the hiccups and the inclines and the declines and everything in between when it comes to our real estate market. Now, I take pride also in my marketing efforts when it comes to marketing homes for sale in Southwest Florida. And when I say that is, I spend more to make my sellers more money, but also to sell homes faster. And just as an example of some of the things that I do, marketing, my background, by the way, is customer service, IT, but also marketing for a major company in It used to be in the United States. But with that, I take and align all of my experiences into real estate, and that's why I'm uber successful. And depending on the year, the last couple of years, we had our third child and everything else. I took some time off. I only worked half the year. I was still in the top 3 and top 2% of selling real estate right here in Southwest Florida. And the way I'm projected this year, I'll be in the top 1% or even the top 0.5% with what I've already had pending and closed in the first 6 weeks of this year, selling roughly a home a week so far. And all I have to do is maintain that, but at different price points, big or small, I sell it all. And I want you to know and understand that no matter what the price of your home, or if it's a condo right here in Southwest Florida, if it's $150,000 or it's my luxury listing I have at $2.7 million that's currently active, everything else is pending or closed, I want you to know and understand that I go to great lengths to market like no other. And when I say that is not many agents, some agents I look at $1 million listings and I see iPhone pictures. Agents taking pictures of their listings and they're in the mirror of the shot. Stuff like that drives me crazy when I see that. But that isn't me, and that's not how I do business. I am a professional, so I hire other professionals, and I hire one of the best marketing companies in Southwest Florida. That's not cheap, by the way, in order to represent me and when I represent you, the seller, in listing your home. I take professional photos day and night. I do photos from a FAA drone pilot, and I get drone images between 100 and 400 feet, depending on the area and if we're not in a flight path. I do 3D Matterport virtual tours. I do videos as far as homes are concerned. You can search YouTube. You can see some of them on the playlist, and a lot of my videos get 6,000, 8,000, 12,000. I think one of them might be at 25,000 views in just a short amount of time. I'm talking about 1, 2, 3, and even 6 months. These videos haven't been on YouTube for over a year, and they're getting tons of views. Why? Because I throw all my marketing efforts as a huge blitz every time I list a home on the market for sale. Already in 2021, which is crazy when I say that, God, the years are just flying by, I've sold homes in 10 hours, 20 hours, and 16 days, and all of them have been record breakers in some way, shape, or form. And I've sold another 3 or 4 listings on top of that that are currently pending, but those are just 3 that come to mind. And 10 hours, I had 7 showings, and that listing is going to be closing for full price and $20,000 higher than the closest one that's ever closed. Another listing, which is actually in my personal community that I've lived in, that certain floor plan, which is a 2-story townhome, was listed at $340,000. And yes, the listing was nice, but it wasn't the most upgraded or updated that have sold. There was multiple, probably 5 to 6 over the last 6 months have sold that were in better condition or more upgraded. And my listing sold in just 20 hours with 7 people looking at it, and it sold for $10,000 above asking. And with that closed price, looking at our local MLS, I had the highest recorded sale in that community for 14 years. Nobody could touch that listing. So when I say that, I take pride in everything I do, but the last one really warms my heart. And I had some, I call them neighbors, that reached out to me and they said, listen, we see you hustle, we see you online, we see everything that you do, would you sell our home? And I said, okay, no problem. And this listing just closed in the first week in January. And I listed their home, I did all the marketing, and if you have any questions, I'd be glad to send you everything I did, including building out a single property website and the Facebook marketing and all the exposure that I did in order to sell this home. And I did it effectively. That home sold in 16 days with over 47 people that walked through that home. So many people came through that home that it almost got to the point where I told them that, hey, can you set up your 4th bedroom for me to sleep in? Because I felt like I was living there. Because in that listing specifically, I was doing agent and companies, and I made it to almost every single viewing and every single showing because I take pride in what I do in selling real estate in Southwest Florida. And that beautiful home sold for 99% of asking. And not only that, but it was the highest recorded sale on that street for 2 years for the exact same floor plan. And in this community, every home on the street is the same exact floor plan. Some people might think it's boring or cookie cutter, but that is the best way to kind of expose and show the results matter. And for most sellers, when they hire me, there's going to be records that are broken. Sometimes it's one record, maybe sometimes it's 3 or 4 records. But I want you to know and understand and reach out to me if you're considering potentially selling your home, because it's very important to me that I go in there, and I have no problem if you're going to interview 2, 3, or 5 real estate agents. I'll be glad to show you and set the bar as high as possible so you pick me to represent you in selling your home. Do me a favor, give me a call, give me a text, email, or even send me a smoke signal, and I promise you that I will do whatever it takes to exceed your expectations while breaking records for both of us to take advantage of this beautiful market right here in Southwest Florida. Big or small, I sell it all, and I can't wait to meet you. Virtually or in person, I would love the opportunity. Thank you so much for taking the opportunity to watch this video. Hope you have a great day, great week, great month, and a great 2021. Take care.